Welcome to the Roadshow podcast.
I didn't call you Frankie Marcos this time.
If you call me
That
Mekos.
was non-intentional, but when I watched that podcast back again, I giggled like fuck because you take training so seriously.
It's better than Mekos. Mekos is cum in Spanish, so
How do you say it?
it could get worse. Mekos.
Mekos.
Yeah.
I'm using that from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frankie Marcos.
Yeah.
Why don't you do a show named Frankie Marcos?
That would be sick.
Yeah.
A lot of people think my tattoo says Narcos because it says Marcos.
Ah, did they fuck the N up?
No,
Or M
but
up?
people in their brain, they just associate so quick that they're like, oh, yeah, that's a cartel kid.
Yeah. If you get NS13 on the other shoulder.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, dude. There's a lot of that in LA right now, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always been there. It's like gangs is like table salt in LA. There's plenty.
Do you get many at comedy clubs?
Only for certain comics. Renee Vaca, Ken Flores. There's a few.
Okay, yeah.
But Hannibal Thompson, probably my boy. These are all my homies, obviously. But yeah, certain comics just have like a hood, vibe about them. So their crowd is hood.
Yeah.
It's funny to watch.
Pretty wild.
Literally, I opened for Renee Vaca recently, and somebody I was doing crowd work with, I was like, "What do you do?" And he was like, "I sell drugs." Like he sighed before he said it, like he was ashamed, but he looked like he was doing well at the same time.
Yeah. He's like, "Why'd you have to stop on me, bitch?"
Yeah.
Well, at least he was honest. He was honest. Yeah, I don't think if you would get away with it in Australia. There's probably like always like a cop sitting in the back. I fucking get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop the show and dig in his pockets.
Yeah. It was for comedic purposes, I promise.
Right.
I'm a plant. I'm a rat. No. Apparently that's a really bad thing to be called if you are one. Yeah, you don't want people to know.
Yeah, that's some hell no. Yeah, once it's like, that's probably second place after child molester. It's like, oh, you're a snitch in prison or something? It's like, good luck. That sucks.
Yeah. But, like, you look at your fellow Mexican 6ix9ine.
I think he's Puerto Rican.
Is he?
I think so.
That's
he's
why
from
Tony
New York, and all the Latinos out there are Puerto Rican or Dominican.
Did you just, like, yell that? He's from New York.
Yeah. New York, son.
He is from New York, though, isn't he?
Yeah, see?
Yeah, Bushwick, yeah. Yeah, strange fellow. You know, the reason as to why his name's 6ix9ine is because Daniel has 6 letters and Hernandez has 9 letters. 6ix9ine.
Huh.
Yeah.
And also the Illuminati. Nah, fucking hell.
Yeah, dude, right. Like, he's definitely deep in it.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen some fucking wild shit about that recently.
Me too. I actually just saw. It was so random because like I used to go down rabbit holes like years ago, but randomly I got something the other day. It was him and Trey Songz on a hotel balcony, both their shirts off, and Trey Songz was like, he wants singing lessons from the boy. Like, why are you doing singing lessons with no shirts off on a hotel balcony right now? Like, dude, what?
What did you just finish getting
Diddy
done?
Jr., yeah.
Diddy
The Diddy family, dude.
Oh, my favorite
What
thing.
did you see?
Well, mine's real.
Well, this sounds real, too. I don't know.
No, the Illuminati type shit is, there's this guy, and I did find it, and it was Matt Attack 009, motherfucker. Matt Attack 009, Matt Kim. He's a conspiracy head, and he does a podcast out of LA about like deep governmental conspiracies. And he went deep recently about the deep state being in control and like this subset of billionaires that have control over the government. And this whole MAGA situation is literally just replacing the deep state with more billionaires like Elon and stuff. And he was saying like, where if you're against the what's it called? The control or totalitarianism of the government, why would you want another deep state in place of another deep state? Wouldn't you want to take the establishment down? And it's fucking true, man. And we went yeah, I went deep on it. I was like, fuck, man, everyone is like so divided over there amongst everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's even conspiracy theories that the fires in LA were caused by what are they, direct energy weapons. Have you seen that?
No, but I could see that.
Yeah, apparently there was a clip. There's a clip of Joe Biden. If you want to look this up, Joe Biden saying they didn't get the blue roofs. Apparently these are these direct energy weapons that are situated on the front of airplanes reflect and then magnify sunlight into an I think it's like a laser that can cause a fire. But
like the magnifying glass on ants as a kid.
Exactly.
Wow.
But the blue roofs, like the roofs that were blue, they couldn't burn them because it just absorbed it. Yeah. Oh, that was Maui. That's Maui. Look up California's.
Yeah, Maui. Wow.
Yeah. Are you close to the fires over there?
I live in San Francisco now, so not
Oh,
anymore.
that's right.
But obviously, like hella of my friends, you know, had to evacuate. One of them lost a home in Malibu. And
It got to Malibu?
Yeah.
Really?
Crazy.
That's some
It got
fucking...
so far. So many acres.
That's like hundreds of thousands of acres then.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, dude.
Insanity.
Apparently people were lighting them. After the fact, after they started, there were actual people going around lighting more of them.
Jesus.
You're like, what the fuck? Like,
It seems like it, because it's like, how can there be so many all at one time?
yeah.
It's like, I guess last year when we had the fires in like Northern California, I had read something that said what causes it is the way people farm, you know, in California, these big machines that they use to just dig up all the soil. It leaves the top just super susceptible to fires. Like
All the dry material.
yes,
Yeah.
everything if you were to do it the way they did, you know, with like Native Americans or like fucking, you know, whatever they did before and not use the big ass machines, and allegedly that wouldn't happen. Or you could do pre-fires, like so that you burn off all the easy stuff.
That's what we do here.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't it's like, why don't we do that?
That seems like can you play that, please? Oh, so they're selling this shit. Oh, Jesus. Leonardo Ingenuity at your service. Thanks, Leonardo.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's not cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's an actual product that's being sold as a direct energy weapon.
So is that on an aircraft somehow?
Yeah, apparently they put them on the front of cargo planes.
What?
Yeah, just on the nose.
That's insane.
Yeah, so there's been some conspiracy theories that say that the Maui fires, because the real estate's so expensive, they can rebuild into like these giant hotel resort type ordeals, and the same with California.
Luxury apartments.
Luxury apartments.
Yeah.
So there's LA Smart City.
And that's how Chicago became.
Yeah, look,
as
Smart
gorgeous
LA
as it
2028. So there's conspiracy theory saying that the smart city, like this is a PDF. This is an actual government document. They want to recreate the city into a smart city, but they need what, land for that? 100%, right?
Dang.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was initiated by Gavin Newsom. So,
Damn, that makes sense. That's how Chicago is Chicago.
Yeah.
They just got this massive fire and then they rebuilt everything.
Yeah.
Who knows what that was, but
Yeah. Isn't Chicago?
makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, Chicago's in Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Midwest.
but that's dry land. That makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
But apparently, California there's not supposed to be cities there. Like it used to be a desert. You ever hear about
The
the
center part
the Lake
makes
of
sense.
California? You ever heard about that?
No.
It was the biggest water body in all of the U.S. and it's not there anymore. They used it. They used all of it. How this lake
Damn.
disappeared. It was the biggest lake. Talura. Yeah, that's the one. Talari?
1,700 kilometers.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was the biggest lake that America had. You didn't know about this?
No.
This is in your state, motherfucker. Do some reading.
But how long ago?
Literally 100 years ago, it was there.
Wow.
Or maybe a bit longer now. What does it say? The
This is
lake
Mesopotamia
reappears
shit.
during unusually high levels of rainfall or snow melt, as it did in 1942, 1969, 1983, 1997, and 2023. So there was forming of the lake again in 2023. But yeah, apparently there's not supposed to be people living there. There's not supposed to be a city. It's close to the ocean, but it was a desert. It was like the driest, because it's dry all the time, right? You barely get rain.
Yeah.
You got rain recently there, didn't you?
Yeah. Ever since, global warming has kind of gotten a little faster and got some momentum, we've gotten more rain and more extreme temperatures. I remember the first time I noticed that was, I've lived in Cali my whole life, so I know the temperatures in each region, each area. And I remember at one point I was doing shows in Arizona, and it was 104 degrees over there. And I called my family back home.
That's 42 degrees here?
Yeah, that's about
about
that. And I called my family back home, and I was like, how hot is it back home? It's 104. And they're like, it's 104. It was the exact same.
Whoa.
California never gets to that.
Normally sits around 80, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
70, 80, yeah.
Like the highest I've seen was like 85. Like
right.
Maybe in like Central Valley, like, all right, you get some like 90s,
Death Valley.
early 90s. Yeah. Like in the center and Fresno and all this. But still, even there, it never got to that. It was over 100. And that's when I was like, oh, this is real. This is like, I knew it was real before, but that was like a solidification. Like, this is for sure.
Yeah. There's weird philosophies behind weather patterns, though. Like, some people say it's recorded right now that we're still in an ice age because there's ice caps. We're still currently in an ice age.
Technically, I guess.
Technically, yes, but we're not under a layer of ice. But I don't think it gets much.
Well, Trump is president, so
this.
it's definitely the ice age right now.
Currently, we are in a warm interglacial that began about 11,000 years ago. Yeah, so we're still in an ice age.
Yeah, it's Trump's ice age now. He's calling ice on everybody.
We're gonna break down your fucking door.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild, right?
Yeah.
That's wild.
He's gonna send 75% of me to Mexico and 25% to the Philippines. I don't know how he's gonna do that.
Cut your leg off.
Yeah. We're gonna send the leg.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna send the leg. Oh, dude. But if you have that many people not paying tax, does that benefit the country?
I don't know, man. There's so many.
It's not like they're doing
complexities to
huge
policies.
jobs, right?
Huh?
It's not like lawnmowers and stuff are getting paid such substantial amounts of money that fucking like that would equate to more money for the government, and then they can just print more money anyway. So what the fuck? Like it just at this point seems racist from an Australian looking at America.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mexico is a part pretty much of America.
Yeah. And it always was before.
Yeah.
Too. Like California, Texas, that shit is Mexico. Like,
yeah.
San Diego, San Francisco. Like, you could fucking tell there's a little bit of evidence there. You know?
It's been there for a while. Yeah.
And who works at all the restaurants? Chinese, Mexican, Italian. It's all Mexicans cooking there.
Yeah.
That's authentic. Insert any cuisine, it's Mexican.
Mexicans cooking.
We cook everything. Just tell me. I cook it.
Yeah,
everything.
Apparently, some of the best Chinese restaurants in LA are Mexican driven.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, what's your favorite cuisine? I think we talked about this last time.
Top 3, I would go Thai, Mexican, and Vietnamese.
Why Thai? Because you've been there so much.
Yeah, because of the lady boys. That's why I like the
Yeah,
food.
nice, nice. The breakfast after the night. Yeah.
No, I think it's obviously a lot of flavor in there, and there's a lot of versatility there. Like Mexican food, I love, but it's very repetitive, like Italian food.
Yeah.
It's the same ingredients: tortilla, cheese, meat, and like lettuce and tomato, and then they just remix it over and over and over.
Yeah.
Mostly, but I feel like Thai has a lot of different directions you can go.
The Mexicans fuck with birria or birria?
Yeah, we make that.
Yeah?
It's fire. Have you had it?
I've never had it.
Oh, it's amazing. It's like it like falls apart, Yeah.
And the consomme?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh
dude.
man, if you guys had a taco truck out here from LA, like they would be rich. Like they would expand quick.
Real.
Yeah, it's so good.
I think you'd need people from LA with the accent for it to go hard though.
Yeah.
Because I think if you, hey, yeah, mate, you want some
Right.
birria?
Yeah.
You're like, fuck
Yeah,
off.
yeah. No.
That's got cat meat in it for sure.
Yeah. You guys need that blessing desperately because the Mexican food here it tastes like the Great Depression. It's bad.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty bad.
It is.
You have Zambreros most days, right? Yeah, but that's not authentic Mexican.
No.
It's fast
Yeah.
food. Yeah.
That's like our Chipotle, and Chipotle, honestly, I hate to admit it, but it's good.
It's
Like,
good.
It's not great, but
I had it
it's
in
good.
London for the first time, and it was
What
fire.
did you think?
It was
It's
fire.
pretty good. I
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
hate to say it, but it is.
Compared to like an authentic bowl, though,
Mm-hmm.
how does it measure up?
It's not too far.
Yeah.
But it's like white people from Denver made Chipotle, so that's why I'm like, fuck, I guess I like it. But for me, it's the convenience of you just walk up and you get exactly what you want, hella quick, and it's super cheap, super fast, and it's relatively healthy. So it's like, that's where they're beating everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing with Zambreros. That's why people are going, because it's cheap and it's quick.
And it's kind of healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not deep fried and shit.
Right.
Yeah. There's another one called Guzman y Gomez.
Yeah.
You been there?
Yeah, I've been there too.
Yeah.
It was
It's
alright.
not as good, right? It's like
No.
it's dirty. It just tastes dirty. I don't know why. It's just filthy.
Yeah.
There's flavor to it, and I think that's the problem. They've done some shifty shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with that. We're getting a Wendy's here.
Really?
Our first Wendy's.
Wow.
Is that any good?
For fast food, they have the spicy nuggets are incredible. The
Right.
burgers are cool, similar to Hungry Jack's, Burger King,
yeah.
McDonald's. Yeah, but the nuggets you'll notice are legendary. They're really good.
Right.
Yeah. So
Do you know
definitely fuck with
we
those.
only just got our first Starbucks?
What?
Yeah, last year, the end of last year.
Oh,
And we've got
man.
5 more locations coming.
Damn.
So, like, for some reason, 2024 and 2025, we've just adopted a bunch. Like, our first Taco Bell came like 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
mind blowing. I hope you guys, out of all the ones, I hope you guys get In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A.
Dude, I've been thinking, like, someone needs to franchise In-N-Out here because apparently the hype is insane.
Yeah.
The hype is insane. I tried Five Guys. It's trash.
You didn't like it?
No.
It's overpriced. I like it, but it's hella overpriced.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I bought a like a double cheeseburger, and it was like £20 when I was in London, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was just $40, man, like Australian.
Oh my god!
It was
For
like
one burger, no
25
fries,
US,
no nothing.
nothing,
Dude.
Yeah, free peanuts.
That's rape, dude. That's crazy,
Rape, bro. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was mad. And
Yeah.
before that, like everyone, because I did like a food vlog while I was over there, and I got the hot dog first up, and it was £13, and the thing was this big,
Jeez.
like it was like dick size, right?
Yeah.
It's not good at all, and I ate
No
it, and I
good.
was trash, not
Yeah.
No girth. No, it didn't even have a head on it, man. At least like, give it a head. No head. But then everyone was like, why don't you try the fucking burger? And like, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it is a burger joint. I'll have a burger. It's supposed to be rated. Like, I'm going to try this shit. I tried it, and I looked at my missus. I was like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
I did try Wingstop, though.
Did you like it?
It was nice. It was
pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Expensive again.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I say In-N-Out specifically for that reason, because there is some people that don't
What's
like
the price?
it. My brother doesn't like it, but like I get a double. That's 2 patties, 2 cheese, you know, and then like grilled onions plus.
Why do they call
like,
a
raw
single
onions.
a double? Sorry.
Oh no, that's no. The single is just a regular cheeseburger or hamburger.
Okay, so
But
why is it a double?
Is like double meat, double cheese. Yeah.
Oh, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
no, it's all good.
Can you
And
ask
then
for a
triple,
double single?
3x3. I mean, sorry, 3x3, 4x4. You could get a double single too, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
2 meat, 1 cheese, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
And I get double meat, double cheese, plus, you know, lettuce, tomato, blah, 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 grilled onions, raw onions, and then an order of fries, and it's only like $9.50.
That's
American.
cheap.
Dude,
It's
and
like
literally,
$15 here.
yeah.
Nice.
And you go to like Burger King, Hungry Jack's, McDonald's, any of those for a meal, or even just the burger and fries, it's going to run like $15.
Yeah, and it's a thin patty on some sugary shit
Yeah,
bread.
rat meat.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
In-N-Out's better quality ingredients. and
Apparently it's cooked
costs
fresh,
way
right?
less. Yeah.
It's cooked fresh.
Cooked to order, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So I'm always like, dude, what? They're keeping it humble. Meanwhile, Burger King and Wendy's and Carl's Jr., all of them are like, they look you in the face and go, that's $16. I'm like, dude, I could go get a pasta from like a nice sit down restaurant
like
for
a
$16.
like a
yeah.
tray of takeaway pasta.
Yeah. Dude, for the cancer meat,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It'll help some people stop eating fast food, though, I think.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
you just eat it more frequently in smaller portions, right? Because like a cheeseburger in Australia right now, we used to get the $1 cheeseburger meal.
Damn.
Right, and you'd get like a cheeseburger and a really small chips. It was tiny, and this is when I was like 9 or 10 years old, right? Like 48 years ago, and I'm not 54, 58. Yeah, but now the same meal is like $11.
Jeez.
Yeah, and we used to we would buy like 5. And just smash it while we eat watch some fucking like Nickelodeon or something.
Yeah.
You know, and watch them get smashed.
Yeah. Yeah. We used to have the dollar menu in high school. I'm 34, so, you know, not too long ago. And it was like everything. Cheeseburger, you know, McChicken, fries, McFlurry. Like all of that was all on the dollar menu.
Yeah.
But now it's like value menu and it's ridiculous.
Yeah. There's no value in it being more... Like that's marketing, right? We're saying it's value because you're actually getting value. You're not getting value.
Yeah.
You're paying high marked prices for fucking poison.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that kind of have like a grip.
Sorry.
Is fuck yeah. Shout out to the sponsors. The Illuminati. There's certain things, like I said, Wendy's nuggets are hella good. Macca's fries are hit and miss, but when they're good, they're really good. And then like Burger King, a Whopper, I still love a Whopper like I know a chef, like full on, like prime rib, white linen restaurant chef, and he goes and gets Whoppers to this day all the time.
Yep.
Certain poison is really good.
Certain poison's really good. I used to work at a Hungry Jack's Burger King.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I know how they're made.
Oh man, don't tell me.
That ruined it.
Oh man.
That ruined it.
Or maybe I should ask, then I'll stop eating them.
Yeah.
You got to just tell them because I want to hear it now.
Okay, so they take it looks like pink slurry meat, but like pressed into a circle. That's the
I've
pack.
seen this.
Yeah, and they take one of them that has already got like the holes pressed into it so it can breathe the juices out of it more. And you lay 4 across a rotational grill that goes underneath a flame, right? And it goes raw inside in one side and cooked out the other side. You go around the other side, you pull them out. The mayonnaise that comes is in this giant bag, and it feels like a loose breast. Like it's just fucking horrible. It's horrible stuff, man. And like they don't clean their microwaves. Like not up to what they should be. And you'd think that you would microwave on top of the paper, but a lot of them don't. You know, and then you're thinking, oh, it's great, but it's the grease underneath. If they're a little bit slimy, it's because they didn't put it in the microwave on the paper. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up,
dude. The pink slime is
look that video
crazy.
Up. The pink meat slurry, dude. It is this is why he's veggie. He's like, I don't want to have to look this shit up.
Our economy teacher in high school showed us the Super Size Me documentary.
WHOPP. WAPA. What was it? The Super Size Me?
Our econ teacher showed us Super Size Me in high school, that documentary about the guy eating McDonald's for a month straight. And they showed us the pink slime in it, and it is pretty horrific.
It's pretty That's it there, the top one. It looks like ice cream.
Oh, my God.
Go to the most replayed, which is the bumps.
This one is big, and I'm completely shocked by the story.
Yeah.
Pink slime.
Yeah, there.
Dude.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's why it comes out looking pink, like pink. It has this strawberry ice cream color.
What is it? Like chemical? Like you gotta have chemicals in there and preservatives, but
it's like bologna, right? Like what the fuck's in that? It's like that kind of meat.
Dude.
In Australia, I think it's a little different. I think our meat over here is 100%
purple slime.
yeah. Dark pink slime.
Yeah. No, yours is probably real. Maybe.
I think it's probably real. But there is also a video in Australia of how McDonald's creates their meat, and it's all like the meat offcuts, and then they put like general like good cuts of meat in there as well, but then they add everything to it. Like there's like that's it on the left. If you go back to images on the left hand side at the top, that's the video that I've seen of the beef supply chain. All of those things are bricked. They're in a freezer. They're all bricked pieces of meat together, and they go into a massive like chopping machine, and then it pushes it out like that slurry there. It's still fucked up.
Yeah,
it's not a steak. You know, it's not.
It's like the cow's buttholes and foreskins. And
tripe, all that stuff. Yeah. This is why I'm carnivore, dude. I just want like the muscles, and I'll eat that. I'm happy. Yeah. People say to eat liver. I don't fuck with liver.
No, my dad eats that. And it's disgusting.
Dude, it tastes like a shoe.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. I ate it raw.
You tried it raw?
Yeah, this is the funniest thing, dude. I was dying. I cut myself some. I was living with my best mate at the time. I cut myself some, but then I cut him an abnormally large part. And I was like, put that in. He's like, is that a bit much? I'm like, no, it's perfect. I got the same size. But I was like hiding it in my... And he eats it, and he's chewing, and he's like... It's not good. And I was like, okay, I'll eat and I was like, swallowed. And he's like, my body's not letting me swallow it. So he just kept chewing. And it's like, he's like smiled, and it's all blood. And I was like, oh God. It was the most gross thing ever.
Like a vampire.
Oh, man. I was dying. This one time when we were living, because we were always high as shit, dude. Like, I would cook food, and then I would add weed butter to the food as well. Nice. So we would eat and get more high after it. So we would be body stoned on the couch. Like, what the fuck? I threw him a sweet potato, a yam. Yeah. I threw him one, he caught it. I threw him another one, he caught it. And then I threw another one and ate him in the lip.
I thought he was going to try and catch it with his mouth.
He was so high. He just didn't see it coming. I was like, why didn't you move?
Dude.
Oh, sorry. It's just it's a funny memory. You had to be there. It was really funny.
Amazing.
Let's talk about your show.
Yeah, man.
Can't be franked.
Yeah, I got a joke about the rest of the world saying careless as they don't give a fuck, and then Aussies go, they can't be fucked.
Yeah.
And I have a joke about that, and it's one of my favorite jokes. And so I was like, I'm just gonna name my show that, and then combine my name with that phrase. and also because it's broad, so then I could work on any jokes that I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Especially if you're hitting Australia too. That's a good way to market. Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys, if we don't know shit about you, you guys will not fuck with us. And I learned that the first year that I came here, I was bombing.
Oh, really?
I was like, they are not liking me. And it's because I wasn't talking about Aussie culture. I didn't, at any point during the set in the beginning, did I say, like, I know anything about Aussies. I was just like, oh, I'm excited to be here. American joke. And they were like, well, what the fuck do you know about us? You know? And then and then once I learned some shit and I, observed some stuff and wrote some jokes about you guys, then I was like, I was smashing it. But in the beginning, I was tanking, So this time I was like, I'm going to call my show something so they know right away that I know what's up,
It's a good move.
Yeah, because I heard even, like, Chris Rock bombed out here. Like, Chris Rock.
Really?
If he bombed, one of the GOATs.
Yeah, you
in
got
Australia.
no chance.
Yeah, exactly. Because he didn't say shit about, Australian culture.
Do you know who bombed here? And I was dying because I understood the references.
Yeah, who's that? Another one. It's probably a whole hit list of comics.
He toured. What's the big fat guy? Gay guy.
Oh, wait. Oh, gay guy?
Yeah, fat guy.
Fat gay guy.
Goes rants. Tim.
Oh, Tim Dillon?
Tim Dillon.
Wait, Tim Dillon's gay?
He's gay, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Really?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You didn't know Tim Dillon was
crazy.
gay?
No.
You're from LA.
He's got
lives
such
in
like
LA.
a manly type of, like,
Yeah, he's a bear though, for
demeanor.
sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's gay.
I just watched that motherfucker like 3 months ago or some shit. That's so funny.
He was like, I'm gonna eat your
not
dick. Yeah, he was thinking about fucking you in the ass.
He didn't say one gay thing the entire 45 minutes when I watched him at the Improv.
No, because like he's a genuine gay. He doesn't have to announce it.
He don't have to say shit. He's a
doesn't give a
black
fuck.
belt. He's like, I don't need to say shit about
Yeah,
the
come
type
on,
of...
man.
Wow.
He assumes that you know that he's gay. You didn't know.
That's crazy.
No.
So
Were you
Tim Dillon, that happened
in La Jolla? Improv?
This was San Jose Improv.
Oh, San Jose.
It's my home club.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, sick.
Yeah, 500 seat theater. That's where I saw him at.
Yeah, right.
I'll be there in November.
So, Tim Dillon played the Burswood Theater, which is 3,000 seats.
Sick.
And he had. Oh, come on! Why is my brain not functioning? I didn't get any sleep because of the baby.
Checks out.
Yeah.
His opener?
His opener was Does Kill Tony, Fat Guy Glasses.
Is he black dude?
No, what?
White dude.
From San
fat.
Diego.
Shit.
Oh, come
don't know.
on, man. Google that. No.
You could probably find him, I'm sure.
Did it die again? Quick, turn it back on.
Bad.
I'm just going to cut me into this.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up too.
Yeah, which one would you go?
Fat white comedian, Kill Tony, glasses. That should be enough. Red man. A comedian from Texas.
I feel like that's probably a lot of people.
Yeah.
Dude, he wrote a book. I should know this.
I don't see anything yet. From Kill Tony.
I'll tell you straight away. Hold on. This is fucked.
But Tim Dillon tanked out here?
Yeah, so he...
Dude.
Sam Talent.
Oh, yeah. Sam Talent, yeah.
Sam Talent. They both bombed.
Wow.
Yeah, I was keeled over in the front row just pissing myself laughing. I was dying. I gave a standing ovation when they came out. I turned around. I was the only one. Everyone else was like...
Yo.
They barely clapped for them to walk out. You paid $140 a ticket to see this fucking comedian. You didn't even clap?
What the fuck?
It was wild, dude. And then they didn't get any of the references. They didn't understand any of the jokes.
Dang.
I was dying.
What did the demo look like? Was it old white people or was it like mixed?
It was mixed. It was mixed, but
none of them were getting it. This camera's fucking with us.
Yo, what is going on right now? Let's pause and let it charge just for a second, because...
Right. Also, I have my camera too. I don't know if...
What camera have you got?
It's 6,500. It's not. Mine will stop after like 20 minutes.
Why?
But it's better than that right now. I don't know.
At least you got a camera angle on you. That's kind of all that really matters. We can keep going. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's all good. Whatever's
Just
easy.
let it charge for like 5. Sorry, audience. Yeah, motherfuckers. No, it's because we did Emo's podcast beforehand, and then we ran that battery out, and then didn't charge it. It's literally just saying, "You motherfucker, why didn't you charge me?" That's all it's saying. Yeah,
it's throwing a fit.
this one's fine. This is good.
Damn, Tim Dillon. And Sam Tallent. I've heard so many good things from comedians, like watching Sam Tallent. Like comedians are cracking up.
Yeah,
Which is hard to do.
yeah,
So for both of them to bomb back to back is crazy.
yeah. Which
And I think that's why, because that theory of like they didn't say anything about Australia, or did they?
Not really.
See,
Not
that's what I'm saying.
Sam Tallent did like some family jokes and references like that, but it wasn't anything like he said something about his mom like having a leg that was cut off because of her diabetes, and that got a chuckle. And I'm like, he was like talking about sucking some dude's dick, and I was dying, bro. But it was crickets. It was just like the echo of his microphone and like a
In a theater?
in a giant, one of our biggest theaters.
And it was full, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fucking packed. Yeah, but like I think there was like a afterwards, but it wasn't like a holy shit. Even just like the holy fuck, it's Tim Dillon. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you know,
Dude
like,
is a star. Yeah.
he's a star.
Wow. And I will, to be fair, like, I don't know, the only justification on their end as an audience, Tim does have like a kind of arrogant persona, but he backs it up because he's fucking hilarious.
Fucking hilarious.
Like when I saw him, like, it's very like, yeah, I'm the shit. But again, he backs it up. He is. He's
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Yeah, he's
so I can
rolling
see
with the big
Ozzy's
dogs.
not liking that. Being
Yeah.
like, you know, he's got his chest out or whatever, you
of
know.
course. But yeah, I think Australians like an underdog story, like Jim Jeffries. But also Australians, which is kind of fucked up, they tend to like Australians more than everybody else. You know, well, I like everyone equally, and I'm not saying I'm better than you. My camera's not on. I am saying that I'm better than you. No, and I think it's like love everyone equally, and if you enjoy comedy, you're gonna enjoy comedy from everywhere, right?
Yeah, should be the universal language is humor.
Exactly.
But I think you're right. It's like there's this predisposition of like, nah, this cunt's American, or this guy's cocky, or he's conservative or progressive, whatever it is. It's like automatically, which is pretty lame, because if you just let the art do its art, it's dope.
Yeah. If you I'll also let go of your ideologies and just be
Yeah.
okay with what's being said, and then they might just turn it up a little bit, and you'll be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get in the car.
Yeah.
They're a professional. You paid to get in the car. Get in the fucking car.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when people get offended, you know, like when they tackle Chappelle or whatever, or, you know, they yell out or they heckle or they back. Like, all of that is stupid because you bought a ticket to be there. That's like you go to a strip club and you're like, oh, she's taking her clothes off. You paid to be in a strip club.
Yeah.
Or you sign a contract for a fight and, oh, he hit me. You're in a fucking fight. You signed up for what?
Yeah. It does my kind like that doesn't make sense at all. Like, why would you pay for fucking tickets?
It's crazy.
Why are you there if you don't
Right.
enjoy the thing? Was
Yeah.
it an experience? Did you not enjoy the experience you paid for? I started seeing a therapist recently, and I went to the therapist thinking they can't tell me shit. But then I got the bill for $280, and I started listening.
Yeah.
I started listening
Yeah.
intently. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I gotta fucking listen to this bitch. You know, like, and I do everything that I'm told because I paid money to have the experience to get better.
Yeah.
And that's fucking what it is.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
how did it go? Did you find value in it? Or did you
Oh
feel,
yeah,
Yeah?
dude.
Sick.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We as a couple needed it too.
Yeah.
And we've started couples therapy now too.
Nice.
It's not particularly like we don't love each other and we're trying to figure it out. It's how do we get closer?
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of fucking like I've got a wall up for sure. I always have since I had my first heartbreak, you know, like, but that it becomes degradation for my relationships.
Right.
And I'm noticing that, and my partner helping me notice that. She's like, we need to sort this out. And it's fucking, it's a gorgeous thing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think everybody needs it. Therapists need therapy. It's just like personal training. It's like trainers need trainers.
Yeah.
We all need that. I haven't got it yet, but I've heard that supposedly at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood,
Don't say it.
No. They support, like, they'll give you some free resources. So I'm going to explore that when I get back home.
Oh, okay.
Because I haven't done therapy yet. And I really want to. I have a therapist friend that I do shrooms with, but that's as far as it goes.
Does he go deep when you're on? You're like,
oh dude, we have such philosophical
that's good
conversations and inspirational shit and, you know, proud of each other. Like it.
Hold hands.
He told me, yeah. He
nice.
told me, I mean, he's a therapist, so he knows. He told me that doing shrooms is like 100 therapy sessions in one night. Like, cause you just zoom out and you look from the outside, and it's like incredible. I like shrooms more than weed or drinking. Like, I love. Obviously, you can't do it all the time. You know, it's far in between, but. That experience is my favorite thing.
I think that's the problem with people partying on shrooms. It gets this bad rap. Like if you take in like a neurotoxic chemical like alcohol, and then you have something that's so fucking mind-bending, spiritual. It's such an experience that fucking gives you an awakening. It's kind of like it's like bumper cars, you know, like you're not gonna get the benefits, but you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
And then you're going to want to do it again. But how about just don't have the alcohol? See what you get out of that. You know, like, I've had great times on shrooms, just being on shrooms. I've had great times being on shrooms, drinking alcohol.
Yeah, same.
But I think it's, if it's used as a medicine, it can be wonderful. And I don't use that word very often.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's great.
I'm going to try and turn this camera on. Sorry. Keep going.
You're good.
You keep going. You're still on camera. I'm still there.
Okay, let's talk about Molly. Yeah, because, I mean, the facts are historically MDMA, you know, used to be ecstasy. Molly is like the organic version, but they used to give it to soldiers, you know, and for therapy so they could talk through their PTSD. So
real good for like PTSD.
Yeah.
Just like just talking about it, kind of having the confidence to like come out and actually like bring up all this trauma and PTSD that they've been through.
Exactly. Yeah, doctors used to prescribe it to
Molly?
people with PTSD. Yeah, ecstasy.
Australia is the Perth, Australia is the first place in the entire world that's made it medically legal for therapists to use.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Pretty crazy.
Dude, the rest of the world, get on board.
How to apply for access to psilocybin and MDMA. There are currently no TGA. Wait, that's New South Wales. Look up Perth, Australia.
Perth is out here.
Yeah.
Blazing trails, baby.
Classified as a controlled medicines in Australia when prescribed by authorized psychiatrists. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Mind Medicine Australia. That's it, yeah.
If you guys want therapy on shrooms or Molly, come to Perth. This is my favorite city in Australia. Now it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I love it even more now. What?
Have you heard about ibogaine?
No, what's that?
Ibogaine's another substance like psilocybin that... Okay, there's... I'm going to go deep.
Going deep.
There is a guy named W. Brian Hubbard, and he is out of... Yeah, so it's a root shrub that is psychoactive. Yeah, so ibogaine is the psychoactive substance that comes from the root of the Tabernathi iboga plant, and it cures PTSD. It doesn't just help you get through it; it cures it.
What?
Yeah, so they've done a study. Can you look up Stanford University ibogaine study?
Dude.
Yeah, so they took. I think it was either 10 or 15 heavily PTSD ridden veterans. and then brought them in for an ibogaine test, and it was an 86% success rate in full recovery from PTSD.
Holy shit.
But it was 100% patient improvement.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can have multiple. Yeah. Psychoactive drug ibogaine effectively treats trauma, brain injuries in special ops military vets.
Damn.
Yeah. Successfully. It is actually insane. So there's a thin layer that goes over the brain of white matter. And it has a degradator. What's that fucking word? It degradates over trauma
Sounds right.
periods, right? That, I'm giving you the facts. Doesn't sound right. That's
Well, that word. The word
degradation.
sounds right.
That's
Okay, nice.
yeah. It degradates. Yeah. Fuck you. You got me fucking questioning it now. There's degradation to that thin layer once you experience trauma and then live with it because there's something that happens chemically. With ibogaine, within 2 days, that layer gets 5% thicker.
Damn. Jeez, 2 days.
Yeah. Can you go to... so no other drug has been able to alleviate the functional and neuropsychiatric symptoms of traumatic brain injury. That's crazy.
Dang.
Yeah. It's 100% on the first drug schedule for you guys. So
Wow.
you're class 1. You can't have it. But they're trying to push it in Texas. So Governor Mike Perry and Brian Hubbard pushing Texas as the first operations for clinical use for veterans.
Man. How do you access this?
So Mexico.
Wow, of course.
Yeah, no shit. So there's places in Mexico and Colombia that they're like a treatment center. And from Australia, I'm sure it's way cheaper for you, but from Australia, you can pay $5,000 for I think it's a 14-day package. They give you flights, you fly there, you stay in the resort. Then they have a cardiologist specialist because the risk that is that comes with ibogaine is it slows down the cardioarrhythmia, so they administer magnesium to keep the heart beating.
Yeah.
Once you're having your full trip, that's the only risk. So there's people that have like taken too much. There was a guy out of Perth, Australia, who bought the shit online, took too much, and died because his heart stopped.
Yeah.
They try to demonize it because of that fact in Australia, but you can still go to Mexico and have this treatment done.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds way better than ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca, I think, is more for the spiritual
Benefits.
I think that you have cure and you have the looking glass, where mushrooms is kind of like, for depression, it's a curing agent if used as such. But it's ayahuasca seems like it's more of a looking glass into who you are and why you do the things that you do. Where
Therapy.
I think ibogaine is more like you don't get to control this trip, but it's because we're fixing you. Like nature heals, right? Yeah, it's probably why Chipotle isn't that good for you. Because it ain't healing shit.
I'm gonna definitely look into this ibogaine.
Yeah. So psilocybin effectiveness for depression. It was found that every study significantly favored the use of psilocybin in reducing depression. Yeah. So depressive symptoms. Depression, it can be cured with psilocybin. Yeah. It was just fucking wild. There is a guy. Can you look up? No. Look up
That dude's dope,
ibogaine microdose Parkinson's.
Jordan Peterson's dope though.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson is fucking dope.
Yeah.
About how effective mushrooms are at curing depression.
Yeah, he used a microdose for a long time. He used xenon gas as well. Xenon gas is a type of gas that apparently, because he was suffering from benzos, right? Because he got given them after having like severe depression. But he's why, I don't know why he took it. Who knows why people do things, right? He probably just wanted to fucking stop it there in its tracks. Preclinical research and anecdotal cases have suggested that microdoses of ibogaine may be effective in reducing Parkinson's disease. There was one guy, case report, ibogaine reduced severe neuropathic pain, Frontiers, fifth one down. Yeah. Click on that, please. So there was this one guy who had severe Parkinson's, and this is it. They're a 53-year-old male with 2 decades of severe intractable. That's not it. Tractable? Yeah, it is. Pain due to brachial plexus nerve root avulsions from vehicular trauma, who was successfully treated with both high-dose inpatient and low-dose outpatient administrations of ibogaine. So this guy apparently was like bedridden, couldn't move, was like shaking like crazy with Parkinson's as well. They gave him a microdose after he had his full dose, and he could ride a bike again. He could ride a bicycle, and he has every day since then.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
FDA, baby.
FDA, man.
Nah,
So
show me the money first.
Yeah, right.
Of course.
But because it's a root, they can't patent it. So they'll try and fuck it with any kind of... That's what they were trying to do with LSD, man. They were like, let's make our own LSD, put it in a pill form. But you can't do it when it's a fucking lysergic acid, dude. That comes from a fucking rye plant, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's a mold, you know?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Gotta look into that.
Yeah, so you got different sorts of experiences, for sure. Like the Aztecs and Native Americans, they use, what's the cactus one?
Peyote?
Peyote, right?
Yeah.
And apparently that's a fucking amazing, like, psychedelic for pain healing.
Yeah.
Like, questioning yourself, like your ego. You're questioning your ego, you know? What does peyote do to a human? What does that say there? Visually or auditory? Oh, fuck you. What does it do medically? Any medical benefits? The cactus crown has a disc-shaped buttons. First question, please. People use peyote to cause hallucinations for conditions such as fever, wounds, joint pain. There is no good scientific... Oh, I don't believe WebMD these days, man. I just don't believe them. Stop messaging hoes.
Oh, have you heard of rapé?
Who?
Rapé. It's I just came across this actually, I had a roommate, a neighbor in LA at these apartments. He's like, he's shaman, spiritual guy. Like he does, sound baths and all
rape.
that.
Harpe. The tobacco.
Yes. I see RAPE with the E. Yeah. Definitely has a character above it. Pronounced very different, but I guess this also says
it's pronounced Hape.
Oh, Hape. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm an idiot. Sorry, Hape.
Yeah.
Has been used in South America for over 3,000 years and is a daily activity for some tribes.
The two
plant ceremony.
they blow it up the nostrils. Yeah.
Have you done that before?
Yeah, it's not fun.
I liked it.
You liked it?
I loved it.
Yeah, right.
I've only did it once though. It was with that, spiritual neighbor, whatever, and he had like put on some like meditational music, and he like used this quote unquote Native American instrument to blow it up my nose, and like was like patting my chest and like doing all this.
Did you have the Eco Rose music on? Like
something like that. Yeah.
That's good.
And
that's
it was
what
amazing.
That's what they play if you have a bad hallucination on ayahuasca.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do the Eco Rose. And apparently just centers you and takes you out of the like whatever bad shit you're going through. But they generally in a native South American ayahuasca ceremony they'll use Hape.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I had a guy on the podcast who did like 26 ayahuasca experiences in the South American fucking Amazon.
26?
Yeah. like a lot, dude. And
Like
he was
over
like,
a lifetime,
he
or
was glowing. He had like a faint halo.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think I might have been tripping.
yeah. He
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
even sitting on a chair, just
Yeah.
levitating. Dude.
Yeah, these guys apparently get jaguars. They would like ravish the village that he was staying in, and he's like, these guys didn't have windows. They just had like a net. I was like, did they have guns? He's like, no.
What?
They said if a cheetah, or not a cheetah, that's fucking savannah, but if a jaguar comes, it's the jungle's negative spirit showing up. So you've done something wrong.
Damn.
Like, I think those bitches are just hungry, motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of sinning going on.
Yeah.
easy.
A lot of fingering in the jungle.
Yeah. That Hape shit was it felt like peaking on Molly. Like that's how
Yeah,
intense
the top,
it was.
right? Yeah, like, oh.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was crazy. It felt like I had shot above, like to the top of the universe, like and came to this great epiphany of like, and releasing ego and trauma and like healing, like all at the same time, like all in that.
You ever done
time
DMT?
frame. No,
Mm.
but sounds similar-ish, huh?
No.
No, I have never done it.
It's
I'm a little intimidated. Similar?
The ayahuasca has
okay.
what do they call it? An amino oxidase inhibitor. So you have the ayahuasca plant, which you can get from like the Amazon rainforest, but
Yeah.
like 200 kilometers away.
Peru is where everybody goes.
Yeah. Or you could get the acacia tree, and you can take DMT from the bark. So they plant. Oh, get this, in Kings Park, at the top of the hill, they planted an acacia tree.
What?
Yeah, they planted an acacia tree, and it has been barkless since.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah. Like literally within 20 minutes, I had no bark on it.
Like a naked cat.
As soon as it starts getting to autumn, that thing is green. Like people are just scraping it.
Dude.
Yeah. I think they clicked onto that pretty quick.
Yeah.
But ayahuasca is not supposed to last. DMT is not supposed to last in the body for that long. So you need a 3 amino. I can't remember, what is it called. What's the inhibitor that ayahuasca needs for its potency? Because apparently the DMT breaks down in the stomach. So you need an inhibitor. I think it's AYAHU. Yeah, first one. The two main constituents of ayahuasca are N-dimethyltryptamine, a hallucinogenic, harmine, a monoamine oxidase inhibitor. I was right. Which attenuates the breakdown of DMT, which would otherwise be broken down very quickly after oral consumption. So it stops the DMT from being broken down straight away, so you have a long release. DMT straight, if you smoke it, or you can only really kind of smoke it to get the good. You can do it intravenously, but I don't suggest.
Hell no.
You can vape it too. People have put DMT into vape oil and just like goodbye.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. So there is some articles that suggest that burning it to inhale it does destroy it a little bit. So if you do it via vape, it still heats it, but it only heats it to the point of not combustion, but vaporization. And you get a way faster hit. But DMT and ayahuasca are the same thing. DMT in and of itself is like a 15-minute thing. It's over in 15 minutes. You come back to yourself, but you're like, what the fuck was that? You feel like pressure on the top of your head, and it just pulls, and you hear boom, and then it gets louder and louder and louder.
Damn.
The
The whole time?
Yeah, and then it goes away, and then you hear like jingles, like it's like ding dong, like in the background while you hear like
Damn.
fucking insane, and then you're in like this different world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everything entirely.
Yes.
Can you even see like your own Do you still look the
No,
same?
no, you're not there.
You can't even see yourself.
No, you're a different thing. It's a different
Like
organism.
you're just a being or something.
Yeah. So there is a clinic.
Wow.
There is a clinic somewhere in the US, and they are tracking the DMT realm. So they're using it intravenously and putting people under for long periods of time, and they're mapping the DMT.
Dude, the upside down.
The
What?
upside down, dude.
What?
They're mapping this place.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder how far they've gotten, or if they can even.
Psychonauts training to explore another dimension, the New Republic. How fucking wild is this? Yeah.
It's like a Call of Duty map, dude.
It's a zombies map, dude. It just gets crazier and crazier. So Kevin Thorbarn found himself in a hotel lobby. I'm not reading that fucking shit, but pretty much what they're doing is they're giving it intravenously, and it's extending the period of time that they can be under, so then they can remember what happened. Because what happens with dimethyltryptamine is it has like a peak period of like 15 minutes, but when you come back, you're like, I can slightly remember, but as you
Like
get
a
further,
dream?
yeah, but as you get further away, like a dream, you forget more and more. So they're putting people under longer so they can map out what they're.
Dang.
Yeah.
Do you see like colors you've never seen before or anything like that?
What is color? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're not using these
Yeah.
these biomechanisms that are limited to color frequencies, like
Yeah.
red isn't red there. It's like a feeling.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you basically turn autistic for 15 minutes.
Yeah. I ate a big red candle.
Damn.
But you turn into the most. From my experience in myself, I felt like I was there for like 30,000 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was like 15 minutes, and I came back and I was like, "What?" Here's what you're talking about here. The method might give Thorbarn and other psychonauts, I was about to say astronauts, enough time to bring back detailed trip reports of their experience. An intriguing aspect of DMT experiences is a degree of similarity. The landscapes and beings can be recognizable to different users.
Damn.
It's the same fucking realm.
Whoa. Dude, the upside down.
The upside down, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so you have that as well. That's the looking glass, right? It kind of gives bearing to the whole unity thing that you feel on mushrooms, though, doesn't it? It's like we are all one.
Yeah.
And then you go to this other place and we're all seeing the same shit.
Wow.
Like maybe we are one. Maybe we're just living a different life.
Yeah.
Like I am you, you are me.
Damn.
Maybe I should treat you the way I want to be treated.
Right.
That kind of shit.
Damn.
Suck
man.
my dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's real, man.
Wow. So what about the like when you do shrooms, you do a certain amount. It's like everything is an organism. At least it feels like everything has its own energy. And
Yeah.
does it feel that way as well?
Yeah. Well,
does?
you don't. You're not here. Like,
Okay.
it's not like you can be like, this is a table.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
lay down and just be somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah. You just got to
In
be
that place, does it feel like everything has its own kind of?
Everything's there to be there.
Yeah.
It almost feels like what we determine as a feeling isn't a feeling, but it's a construct, and that construct dictates pathways, and those pathways are set to random, but they're randomly controlled.
Wow.
It's a head fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Damn.
for some reason you feel zenned out when you get back. You're like,
Wow.
yeah. And then there's the dancing leprechauns. Then you're like, oh, what the fuck? They make you,
Dancing
if you
leprechauns.
take yourself too seriously and you do that shit, they're just laughing at you. And then you come back and you're like, I take myself too seriously. It's
Yeah.
it's cool, man.
Wow. Yeah. Definitely gonna do one of those. Oh.
We got to wrap this shit up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, he
That
has to
was
get out of
deep,
here
man.
too. Yeah.
Go to the upside down.
Yeah,
Baby.
yeah. We'll do another episode so I can bring it out later in the year, while you're here if we can.
Sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
why not?
Yeah, because
Sick.
this fucking camera was off for like at least 5 minutes.
It was on DMT.
It was on DMT. It saw the other side.
Yeah.
Take me home.